Hi guys, it's Omega, and as promised, I'm coming back to talk to you about my new obsession, my newfound love. But I have kind of gotten into fountain pens, guys. And sometimes the simplest things kicks off a new obsession, and this is what happened. So I have here my first fountain pen purchase that kind of sparked the whole thing. And what it was, I was in Michael's one day, and you guys have probably done this too, but what it is, I had a 50% off coupon for Michael's, and I just decided to go in the store and see what I could find, to use this coupon on. And so I was walking the aisles and just kind of looking around, and there's, believe me, so much stuff in Michael's that I already have, so I have no need for. And I know I didn't need paper or, you know, things like that. So I just happened upon the display of Jane Davenport's products. And when I stopped there, it really caught my eye because, of course, it's lots of pretty colors and all of that. But her products are kind of geared towards like multimedia art and journaling art and that type of thing. And it's something that I've been kind of wanting to try, some of my own variation of it, not really getting deeply into art journaling so much, but just kind of want to play around with it. So it kind of sparked my interest to check out her display. And so one of the first things I saw was this fountain pen set. So this was the set here. This is actually separate, but this was the pen, the fountain pen, and it just simply came in the package, separated out. This is the pen. Then it had some, here it had 3 ink cartridges. And then it has this item here that's called a converter, an ink converter. And so what it is, with some fountain pens that are refillable or reusable, you can actually either use the cartridges, you can purchase extra cartridges, which is what I did here. So I did purchase extra cartridges for this set. But also this converter allows you to fill this vial here with ink from a bottle. So you would just simply put it in and pull the ink up from the bottle into this section and insert this in the pen, and there you can use any color of ink that's out there. And I mean, there's like hundreds of colors. I just didn't know the vastness actually of the fountain pen community. A whole new world, guys, a whole new world. But you can use other inks in this pen. So that was kind of neat. And so I got this set. Now the set itself was like $7.99. Of course, with my 50% off coupon, I was like, ooh, yes, I can do that. And so I also got some of the refills, which I didn't get this on sale, but I don't remember exactly how much these were. I think they were like $4.99 or $6.99, something like that. And it had multicolors here. It has purple. I think this is either a pink or red. Then it's got green, and this is a teal color. Then it has some blues. I've used up a couple of the vials already, and then there's one blue one in the pen right now. But the interesting thing is this is a super, super cheap pen, and I just really had no idea how it would draw me in once I started using it. So I came home and just kind of played around with it a little bit and started writing with it. And the thing about writing with it is it's so different. The feel is different than writing with a regular pen, even on regular paper. It was really a pleasure to write with. And so it just kind of made me want to check out fountain pens on the internet. Of course, I went on YouTube and started searching, and so I found that there is a whole other community and niche out there of fountain pen collectors and users. And so I'm beginning to learn things about fountain pens that I never knew. I mean, they can cost thousands of dollars. They can be handcrafted, and just the most beautiful specimens that you can imagine. But, and of course, I would not go that far. I can't afford to, for one, but I did, kind of get bitten here a little bit and have started my own little collection, my own little cheap collection. And the thing that's so funny about it is fountain pens are just a different tool. They're different than regular pens, and using them feel different. I really found that they have kind of brought back my desire to write more by hand, which has, been something that I just haven't been doing. And then after purchasing this set here, it reminded me that years ago, my son used to work for an art store, art supplies, because he was an art major in school. And he had brought home these calligraphy sets, and he gave me one. So this is a set that I had in my stash that I had totally forgotten about. And so I pulled these out to play around with. So this set actually had 3 nibs to it. So each of these pens have a separate nib. I'll show you these all together so you can get an idea. So this set had 2 pens and 3 nibs. The nibs are the points that you use to write with. And what you'll notice is this is a calligraphy set, so it's for another art in itself, way of writing with fountain pens. And if you'll notice the nib on this, see how blunt and flat that is? This one is also very flat, but it's still a narrower point. And then this one isn't in a pen right now, but that's kind of the medium point. So I had this set and had totally forgotten about it, but I'll get back to this in just a moment. I'm going to leave these pens here for a second and I'll get back to that. But what I did was purchased some pens. So after I got this initial set, played around with it a little bit, I enjoyed using it so much that the next time I was in Hobby Lobby, I looked to see if they had some fountain pens, and they did have, in the section where they sell calligraphy pens, they did have this, which one YouTuber was talking about. It's a super, super cheap pen. Fountain pen. It's by Pilot, and it's called the Pilot Varsity. It has a fine tip, as you can see there. And it's kind of a medium writing tip. I'll show you that in just a minute. So I bought this one at Hobby Lobby, and of course at Hobby Lobby, if you have their coupon, which you can always, because if you have their app, you always have a 40% off coupon. So I got it with their 40% off coupon, so it was like $2.88. Now this one is disposable. You use up, the ink is in this body of the pen, and once you use that up, you can just toss it and get another one. Again, they're so, so cheap. Then I ordered these 3. Now, these 2 have exact same nibs. I should have got a medium and a fine, but they're both fine tip. I just liked the body of the pens, had a decorative band, and I just kind of like it. They're metal. These cost $15.50 a piece. And I got this one, which is a really, really cheap plastic pen, but it's also a fountain pen. Again, has a fine tip nib, a .03 nib. And this one is refillable, so you can use it over and over again, but you do have to get the cartridge. This is the ink cartridge that fits this pen. It's not necessarily interchangeable. And that's the other thing. Some of the fountain pens, their cartridges are proprietary to that pen. So you can only use it in that pen. And I don't know about whether this cartridge can only be used in this pen, but it's not interchangeable with these. The Pilot, these are called Pilot Metropolitan. They're metal, and like I said, fine tip, and I just liked the look of the pen, so I thought I'd try them out. This one is kind of a fine tip, very nice, but the thing is, it's no matter that they're cheap, they write so different than a regular pen, and that's the thing that grabs me about fountain pens. So this one is a fine tip. Again, this is a Pilot called Pilot Metropolitan. Nice looking pen, and this one is a very professional looking pen, so I mean I could easily, and I have been using it at work a little bit, but you know, you can easily use this in the office setting or in a professional setting, and very impressive, I think, for $15. Nice pen. Now this one does have cartridges also that, you know, it's refillable. Get new cartridges, but it also came with what I told you, this is called a converter. So each pen can have its own converter where you can refill it with other ink. And this does have a converter, and I'm sorry I didn't bring the converter in, but it does have where you can fill the ink pen with different color inks from a bottle. Love, love, love these pens. So I am really having fun kind of exploring the fountain pen community and the fountain pen hole. You know, it's like I've fallen down a rabbit hole of a whole new world. So I'm just going to try to demonstrate here these calligraphy pens. Now these are, I'm just going to do some writing here. This is the very cheap Pilot Varsity. And it does matter the type of paper that you use as to how the pen writes as well, but it writes so differently than just a regular pen. That is kind of a heavy, bold writing script. This one is a fine tip, but it writes a little heavy to me. So these two are the cheapest pens that I got, but write really, really well. And more than what it looks like, because my handwriting isn't that great. I do have to practice cursive again because I haven't been writing in cursive at all because of most of my writing is done on a computer. And when I do write, taking notes, I usually use block print, because I can do that really quickly and it's still readable. So I have to practice I have to practice writing in cursive again. But it's actually joyful, or I guess it's a pleasure writing in cursive with these pens. I just love it. And these are my favorite so far as writing goes. Black ink, but this is a finer tip. And you do hear a little bit of scratchiness, you know, when you're writing with these. And it really depends on the paper as well, because I did get a pad that I've seen other pen users using, like when they're practicing or demonstrating the fountain pen. This paper is extremely smooth. This pad is called the Rhodia, I guess. Very, very smooth paper, and it writes totally different on this. But you do hear the pen, you know, as you're writing on it, which is, I think, more noticeable than I've noticed writing with other pens. But these two pens are the exact same tip and ink and all of that, where these are a little heavier, just to write with this one. But the smoothness, and for some reason, it takes no pressure whatsoever to write with. It's really just different writing with it. This one might be getting close to being out of ink. But love, love, love these pens. So with the calligraphy pens, I've been holding this one here. The thing with these is this is a whole different kind of writing. I am not good at it. But with the bold, broad tip, it's a whole different... I'm sorry, I was writing this is a test. Now, I am not good at all with using a calligraphy pen. It's a whole different way of writing and I have to learn. But that is using this one, like I said, a very broad tip pen. So as you can see, that is the markings from that broad tip. Let me see if this one earlier was not writing very well. Let's see if it'll write for me now. Okay, so there's the markings with, see if my thing will focus. Sorry. Trying to get it in the right place there. So much broader because of that tip. So let's see what I can do here. And see, I'm not even positive how to hold this or anything. That is just a horrible mess. Anybody who knows how to write with a calligraphy pen would probably kick me off the planet. Yeah, for some reason this one is kind of blotchy in the writing, and it's probably the way I'm holding the pen. I don't know, but anyway, that's what it looks like with the broad tip. I don't have any idea how to use this, and I would have to look at some YouTube videos and learn. But these are the calligraphy pens that I had that I totally forgotten about. So that's another thing I'll have to practice. But I'm not going to get so much into the calligraphy part. I just love writing with these fountain pens. But I just wanted to come on and share with you guys. It may be another enabler video. I don't know. But I came across these. And so it led to this, and who knows what else. Because there are about 2 or 3 more fountain pens I would love to get, that I will get eventually. And just to have to write with. I will be getting back into journaling. I used to journal, you know, just personal journaling quite a bit. And I have kind of gotten away from that. And I want to get back into it. And I really want to use a fountain pen when I do it. And I actually, when I did journal, I actually wrote in, like I told you, the block print. But I want to get back into writing, you know, the regular cursive writing in my journal. I just think that's much better anyway. But I just wanted to come on, guys, and share this quick video with you about my new, I wouldn't say I'm a collector yet. I'm really just learning, but it is becoming kind of an obsession. I do want to, you know, kind of explore fountain pens and just the flexibility of using them because of the various different nibs and the different types of, ways that you can use them. You can use them in art, and you can use them in your personal life and in your crafting, as well as journaling or whatever. So anyway, I just wanted to come on and share. So that is my share and my newest obsession with fountain pens. And as you can see, it's not really an expensive hobby, but it can be. Um, if you're a person that likes to write, I would just say check it out, give it a try, and you might find that you like using a fountain pen. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to come on and share. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you all are doing well. I hope the weather is getting better where you are. It's not horribly bad here in Greenville. We haven't had terrible, terrible weather. It's been cold, colder than it is for us usually. I mean, it did get below freezing in the teens a few days, and for a couple of days we had that. But today it's like 65 and it's sunny and it's a beautiful day. So I hope you guys are warm and safe. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.